Some in first.
Yeah.
Well, I want to read a poem by George Herbert. You think of somebody who writes religious poems as being old and grey-haired and crusted. Actually, he died in his 40th year. So these are the poems of a young man who'd been disappointed by the fact that his career hadn't taken off in state service and hadn't really taken off completely at Cambridge. Why do so many people who you don't think of as being professing religious adherents, like George Herbert? It must be something, I think, to do with the tone of voice, with the extraordinary thing to praise in a poet, the modesty, the deliberate understatement, above all, though, I think, with the sincerity, the reality of the voice. I want to read a very small poem called Justice, which is about his relation to God and God's relation to him. I cannot skill of these thy ways. Lord, thou didst make me, yet thou woundest me. Lord, thou dost wound me, yet thou dost relieve me. Lord, thou relievest, yet I die by thee. Lord, thou dost kill me, yet thou dost reprieve me. But when I mark my life and praise, thy justice me most fitly bears. For I do praise thee, yet I praise thee not. My prayers mean thee, yet my prayers stray. I would do well, yet sin the hand hath got. My soul doth love thee, yet it loves delay. I cannot skill of these my ways. And what's typical of Herbert is that reversal of viewpoint, where he looks, as it were, from himself to God and finds him incomprehensible, and then looks from God to himself and says, I also am incomprehensible to myself. And it's that wit and musicality, above all musicality, it's not dance. He's not like, there's a Beaton lyrist where there's a very strong sense of dance and movement. Here it's music, and a particular sort of music. The early 17th century was the great age of English chamber music, of consort music. And his music has that sort of intimacy and seriousness of chamber music, of consort music. No wonder everybody loves George Herbert. Go and read some more, for goodness sake.
Excellent.